people that are involved and injured in a lawsuit. I'm Gary C. Johnson. If you've been injured, put our experience to work for you. Give us a call. We will never settle for less than an adequate compensation for the injury to our client.
Welcome back to Simply the Law, the other Keith Casebolt. Now that you've seen that handsome Keith Casebolt in this chair, here's the other one back. You know, I really like this program because I was standing off camera listening, and at the end of the day, what this is really about, Gary, is it's about people helping people and caring and looking out for people. We're all fathers, brothers, sons, or daughters, and this program that you've got here tonight basically lets people know there's no difference in the law firm. It's people with families that are trying to help.
That's right, and I'm going to bring some others in my firm on to talk to you folks and visit with you later. I want you to see the face and realize we're no different than you are. We're just like you. We're trying to raise our families. We're trying to survive. We're trying to make a living. And we're trying to do the best job we can possibly do for the people that trust us with our cases. And I just want you to meet Dustin. He's such a fine fella. I mean, I've never in my career met a finer, more intelligent attorney than Dustin Williams, and I'm proud of the fact that he's willing to work in my law firm. I trust him totally.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, he's going to get more praise for the shout out to Matty than any case that he's ever won. He scored big points with that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now, we've said we was going to talk about some stuff and happiness and things like that. So something came across my internet the other day, and I said, I'm printing this off and I'm doing a program on it. And I'm going to have Keith read it to you because it sums up our lives so well. So Keith, would you do the honor?
I would be happy to. Gary, this is entitled The Bank Account. And this is going to be a good story. A 92-year-old, small, well-poised, and proud man who is fully dressed each morning by 8 o'clock with his hair fashionably combed and shaved perfectly, even though he's legally blind, moved to a nursing home today. His wife of 70 years had recently passed away, making the move necessary. After many hours of waiting patiently in the lobby of the nursing home, he smiled sweetly when he was told that his room was ready. As he maneuvered his walker to the elevator, I provided a visual description of his tiny room, including the eyelet sheets that had been hung on his window. I love it, he stated with the enthusiasm of an 8-year-old, having just been presented with a new puppy. Mr. Jones, I said, you haven't seen the room. Just wait. And Mr. Jones said, that doesn't have anything to do with it. He replied, happiness is something that you decide on ahead of time. Whether I like my room or not doesn't depend on how the furniture is arranged. It's how I arrange it in my mind. I already decided to love it. It's a decision I make every morning when I wake up. I have a choice. I can spend the day in bed recounting the difficulty I have with the parts of my body that no longer work, or get out of the bed and be thankful for the ones that do. Each day, you see, is a gift, and as long as my eyes open, I'll focus on the new day and all the happy memories that I've stored away. Just for this time in my life, you see, old age is just like a bank account. You withdraw from what you've put in. So my advice to you would be to deposit a lot of happiness in the bank account of your memories. This is how you fill your memory bank. And it goes on to say, Gary, there's 5 simple rules to being happy. I think these are very important. Rule number 1, free your heart from hatred. Rule number 2, free your mind from worries. Rule number 3, live simply. Rule number 4, give more. And rule number 5, expect less. It ends with have a nice day. And how could you not have a nice day after reading this? But it has a little quote. unless you have already made other plans.
Isn't that neat?
So the whole point is you're in control of your happiness.
As I've said on my radio program, and I've said on this program before, folks, there is very few things in this life that you can control. You can't control any other human being. You can't control the weather. You sure can't control the politics. You can't control Congress. You can't control the president. You can't control the stock market. But you can control how you choose to look at the things around you. You can control your mental attitude in relation to how you are going to perceive that which is happening as it happens around you. And you can control whether or not you're going to look at the good or whether or not you're going to seek out and try to find bad in what you're seeing. It feels so much better to find the good. It feels so much better to choose to look at what's going on around you in a positive manner rather than a negative manner. It may be negative, so what? Look at it positive.
Gary, let me ask you a question. On the 5 rules, I know we have people watching right now and they're saying, that was nice, thanks for reading it, but you don't know what this person did to me, or you don't know how I've been treated. How do I free my mind and heart from hatred?
Once you choose to harbor hatred in your heart, or once you choose to harbor resentment, then you have voluntarily given up your sense of well-being to someone else. They have won every battle they've ever fought with you simply by making you hate them and making you resent them. Because your good times that you could be having feeling good, those times that you could have feeling proud of yourself and your accomplishments, or your family and others, you're wasting those precious moments with hatred and resentment, which has no place in our lives. Go back and look at the Bible and look at Jesus and what he was saying. He didn't hate anyone. Even the people that killed him, he didn't hate. Yet we, for some little slight or something that doesn't mean really anything, we will get mad, we will get angry, we will fly off the handle, and we will be miserable. You can control that. You really can, folks. You can be happy if you choose to be so, regardless of what the circumstances. And it's simply by being there and making the decision in your mind whether or not you will love the room or hate it.
Okay, you won me over on that. That's easy. I'll go with you. But you can't possibly expect us all to stop worrying. I mean, look at everything that's going on. I mean, the country, the attack on coal in our region, what's going on overseas. Our children are driving cars, and they shouldn't be. They should still be little. We've got a lot to worry about, don't we?
Okay, I'm going to give you what you can worry about. I'm going to give you permission to worry. You have my permission to worry about anything you can change.
Uh-oh.
I withdraw permission to allow you to worry about anything you can't change. Okay? Now, make a list of all the things you can change, and then go worry about it all you want to, because you may figure out a way to fix it if you can change it. But if you can't change it, I'm telling you, don't waste 1 minute of your time worrying about it, because you're giving up that precious gift of life that the Lord has given you, and you're wasting it on things you can't do anything about. Worry and do things that you can have some control over, which is your state of mind. So if you can change it, Gary Johnson says he wants you to worry about it. If you can't change it, Gary Johnson says you're a fool if you're worried about it. You're wasting God's gift and what he gave you. You're wasting it. You're wasting your happiness. You're not putting any happiness in your bank account.